The valley was nothing but dust. Scattered across the cracked earth lay bones, bleached by time, stripped of identity, long forgotten by the world. No flesh, no movement, no life, only remnants of what once was. And then came the question, Son of man, can these bones live? Not as a challenge, not as a test of knowledge, but as an invitation to see beyond death, beyond decay, beyond what human eyes can comprehend. Ezekiel stood in the silence of that valley, staring at the impossibility before him. The bones did not whisper, did not stir. Logic dictated that what was dead stays dead. The past does not resurrect. The broken do not heal. What is lost forever. But faith sees differently. Faith does not consult logic before believing. Faith does not measure the odds before stepping forward. Faith answered the odds before stepping forward. Faith answers, only you know, Lord. And so came the command. Prophesy to these bones. Speak, though there is nothing to hear. Declare life, though there is nothing alive. Speak into the void and let the void respond. The words carried weight, though they fell upon silence. Bones, hear the word of the Lord. Then, the impossible. A tremor in the stillness. A shift in the dust. Bones rattled against each other, moving as if drawn by unseen hands. Shapes began to form. Skeletons rising from the ground, aligning, finding their structure, remembering their design. Ligaments stretched, flesh wove itself back into existence, and yet they did not breathe. They were whole, but they were empty. Because restoration is not just about rebuilding, it's about revival, it's about breath. Prophesy to the breath, Son of man. Call the wind from the four corners, let life return. And as the words left his lips, the winds obeyed. The air itself shifted, swirling around the lifeless bodies, filling them, waking them, setting them free from the grip of death. What was once a valley of bones became an army of the living. And isn't that exactly what faith asks of us? To look at the barren places of our lives and see the possibility of resurrection, to stand in the midst of our failures, our disappointments, our broken dreams, and still declare, life can come from this. We see ruins. Faith sees a city being rebuilt. We see scars. Faith sees a story being written. We see endings. Faith sees a new beginning waiting to unfold. How often do we let the world define what is possible? How many times have we surrendered to despair because we believed what we saw more than what we hoped for? We speak of miracles, yet only believe in what makes sense. But faith is not about sense. Faith is about seeing through reality, beyond it, into the unseen. Every dead thing in your life, every shattered dream, every valley of loss you have ever walked through, it is not beyond redemption. The bones you thought could never move again can live. But it starts with what you speak over them. Prophesy to these bones. Speak life where the world has spoken death. Declare hope where all you see is despair. Do not trust your eyes. Trust the vision given to you by faith. The valley does not stay a valley. The bones do not stay dry. The winds shift. When faith moves, the impossible bends to possibility. All that is required is the courage to believe when everything in you says it's foolish. So, the question stands before you now. Son of man, can these bones live? You already know the answer.